people don't necessarily give it a chance, you know? When they hear the Ottawa music scene, they may dismiss that upon first hearing it, and I mean, before I moved here, I didn't have much of a clue of anything going on. It was sort of just like a practical, easy move from where I was living. And then I got here and I was like, whoa, there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on. Not just in the music scene, in the whole arts community. I'm Kaylee. I play under the name Boyhood in Ottawa. Started playing in Belleville, just by myself, recording in my bedroom. Moved to Ottawa about 4 years ago and started playing live shows here with a band, and have been doing that ever since. Still recording in my bedroom for the most part.
When Boyhood jams, Luke is usually in this general vicinity playing.
Although Kaylee says the Ottawa independent music scene is not very well recognized outside of the city, its friendly and welcoming environment is helping young artists thrive.
People are extremely supportive. There's a really nice, small, sort of cozy community of people who will come out to a show and or maybe help you to get a show. There's definitely like a lot of younger bands that have started doing stuff in the past few years, like some really exciting new stuff, but there's definitely an older community as well that have been doing it for, you know, a decade or two, who definitely contribute to getting the younger bands shows and maybe putting out their music or whatever.
Paul Granger, also known as Yogi, is the co-owner of House of Tard, an old-school arcade live music venue in Pierogi House. This is one of Ottawa's many locations allowing artists to showcase their music.
We have a very tightly knit group of musicians and a very, very strong music community that way here in Ottawa, just because we're kind of a big city with a small town feel, I guess. I think Ottawa is probably one of the greatest places in Canada to actually start off a music career. Maybe not to be highly successful.
However, some people in Ottawa are working on the city's ability to provide wider spread recognition for its artists. This February, Megaphono, a brand new Ottawa music festival, will be used as a platform to expose local musicians to a selection of international music labels.
There's definitely room for improvement, and John Bartlett, who runs Kelp Records, is working on something that's going to help. They're doing like a big study on how Ottawa can support musicians in becoming bigger internationally through Megaphono. It might be just like flying in people from outside, like from LA, like music supervisors and agents and things, bringing them in, doing showcases and just showing what Ottawa has to offer musically.
Yeah, well, yeah. Just if you want, like, they're gonna get to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Finding Chuck is a local band who, after playing together for several years, have started to take their first steps into moving outside of the Ottawa scene.
It's not to say that it's not like totally non-existent, but there's definitely a lot more to kind of work at when you're kind of trying to start up indie music in Ottawa here. There's definitely a lot of you know, programs and things that are out there to kind of help, you know, kickstart indie artists and all that stuff, but it's just a little bit more work.
While expanding and playing shows outside the city limits is important to bands like Finding Chuck and Boyhood, the Ottawa scene will always hold a place near to their hearts.
everyone's really supportive and involved in the scene, because there isn't a huge one. But there is a lot of stuff going on that people don't necessarily know about elsewhere. I think it's really special that way.